let's bring in Scott Bauer of Prosper Trading Academy to join us and talk about, Scott, so the VIX could probably stay lower longer than many people think, or do you think that we could potentially see it pop higher? And if so, what is the catalyst?
So you've got two sides to this, Abigail. One, if it really starts popping higher, it's because either the economy is going to really start falling off a cliff, the Fed's going to come out and say, you know what, rates are going to keep going higher even into 2024, or something geopolitically happens. So I think in the short run, though, if we get through this weekend, get through the holiday next week, and there's nothing, let's hope this is the case, nothing that comes out of Russia, anything worse, I really think this is setting up for a massive, massive run to the upside. And the reason I say that is because there are just a massive amount of out-of-the-money call buying and so much short money or so much money on the sidelines. In fact, just last week, I think last week was the highest withdrawal out of money market funds back into the market that we've seen in 2 months. People are starting to get the itch now, Abigail, and if we can get through, again, this weekend and look for 44.30, which is those recent highs, I think if we get there, we're going to see a big whoosh to the upside.
Okay, so when you say a big whoosh to the upside, what are you talking about, 5-10%? Because when I take a look at the charts, to Romaine's point, we are back in the range for the S&P 500, which suggests that perhaps it goes back to the bottom of the range, which is near 4,000. The RSI is rolling down from overbought territory. So you're saying the exact opposite, but can you quantify it?
Yes. So if we reach that 44.30, which was the recent highs here, I think that's the point where we're going to start seeing a lot of funds and a lot of money on the sidelines saying, I'm out, capitulation, and we get to 4,600 really quickly. That would be the area to me. If we get through that 44.30, that you really have to start loading up on puts on the VIX, because if we get back up to that 4,600 level, that to me, once all that money comes back in, that's a top.
Okay,
so that's what I'm looking for.
And there's so many stocks that have contributed to this big move this year, NVIDIA, Tesla, so on and so forth. You're taking a look at one way to play it, which is actually relatively beaten down, Roku.
Absolutely, and it just held really big major support. If it can rally just above the 20-day moving average, so nearer term, which is right around 65, there is some dead air, no resistance until about 75. I'm buying the July 21st expiration, 65.72 call spread. I can do that for about $1.60, $1.70, somewhere in that range. I think Roku is one of those stocks that has a lot of upside here. Very good reward to risk on this one.
Yeah, and I'm taking a look at that chart in the screen there, and it does look as though if it clears that resistance, there could be a move higher to the upside. Scott Bauer, CEO of Prosper Trading Academy, thanks so much for joining us for Options Insight today. And from New York, this is Bloomberg.